Good morning students. Today we will do part 5th of chapter 1st, that is properties of rational number. This is the last part of this chapter. After that your first chapter will complete. Before telling the concepts of part 5th, I want to give you some instructions. Now students, you need to apply your fair notebooks. Which worksheets I have given that you can solve in rough notebooks. That worksheets as a practice you can do, so that you will come to know all the concepts and videos. Which videos you are watching, that concepts which you want to understand time and again, there will not be need of watching video. That's why one another notebook you can write the videos concept and you can solve that worksheets which I have given you for revision. Now as you all know, 8th class NCERT book of maths we are using, and accordingly our chapter first will complete today. You can do exercises 1.1 and 1.2 in your fair notebook. Now I am telling you your fair notebook color. Students, this is your maths fair notebook color. This is of orange color. Your maths notebook is of orange color. This is maths notebook inside portion. Here you will write page number and date, and on first page you will write the index as you know. This is the inside portion, and that orange page was the cover page of notebook. Students, this is the interleaf notebook. Interleaf notebook, it is for geometry work. In your maths syllabus, which chapters are related to geometry, in which we have to make the shapes, diagrams that related to geometry, this is the book of related to geometry, interleaf notebook. Now students, I have told you about your maths fair notebook, so you need to work in maths fair notebook. Today's lecture I'll provide you 2-3 videos. So this is the first video of today's lecture, properties of rational number. These are written here: closure property, commutative property, associative property, distributive property, additive identity and multiplicative identity. These two properties I have told earlier, but I'll explain now also. Firstly, we'll do closure property. As you have done already in your 7th class all the properties for integers, now we will do all the properties for rational numbers. And you know all the properties we are doing under addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now closure property under addition. Here we have taken two rational number, a upon b plus c upon d. These are the two rational number. We have to prove after solving these two rational number we get a rational number. Here I will take the example a upon b 2 upon 3, c upon d 3 upon 6. You can take any other rational number also, but I have taken these two rational number here. Now if you will put in these two, then after solving you will get a rational number. So we can say closure property holds under addition. Under subtraction, just minus sign will be applied here. A upon b minus c upon d is equal to a rational number. When the same value, same example I am taking here, same values if you will put here in these, you will get 1 upon 6. This is also a rational number. Now under multiplication, a upon b multiplies c upon d, if we will solve, we will get a rational number. The same example, a upon b 2 upon 3, c upon d is equal to 3 upon 6. If you will put these values in this, you will get 6 upon 18. This is also a rational number. So we can say that closure property holds under addition, subtraction and multiplication. Now closure property under division. A upon b divided by c upon d. If we will solve this, we will get a rational number. 2 upon 3 divided by 3 upon 6. The same examples I am taking here. You know in division, if we are changing multiply sign, then we are solving this, we will get a rational number. But if we will take c upon d 0, means in this condition should be that c upon d is the denominator. This is numerator and this is denominator. C upon d should not be 0. If it will be 0, as numerator is here 2 by 3, If C upon D I will take 0, then you will write it likewise 2 upon 3 divided by 0. It will be infinity. This is not a rational number. So you know. But property should hold for all the rational numbers. Here 0 is also a rational number, but we can't take 0. So we can say for all the rational numbers this property does not satisfy under division. Now commutative property. Commutative property under addition is A upon B plus C upon D is equal to C upon D plus A upon B. As you have done for integers in 7th class, A plus B is equal to B plus A. Now for rational number it will be likewise. If you will take the same values A upon B, I have taken examples, same examples here. 2 upon 3, 3 upon 6. If you will put in this, if you will put these values, then you will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. You can take any other rational number also and you can prove it. So under addition it satisfies. If you will do under subtraction, just minus sign is applied here. A upon B minus C upon D is equal to C upon D minus A upon B. So we will get left hand side not equal to right hand side. So we can say commutative property does not hold under subtraction. Now commutative property under multiplication. A upon B multiplies C upon D, where plus minus sign we applied, here now multiply sign is equal to C upon D multiply A upon B. When you will put these values in these, then we will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can say that under multiplication commutative property satisfies. Under division, divide sign will be applied here. If you will put the same values in this, then we will get in left hand side 12 upon 9 and right hand side 9 upon 12. So we can say that here left hand side is not equal to right hand side, and hence commutative property does not satisfy under division. Students, now associative property I will let you know in the second video of this part 5th. So let's see the second video of part 5th. Now students, we will do video second of part 5th. Already we have discussed commutative and closure property. Now we will do associative property. In associative property we use 3 rational numbers. Here third rational number I will take E upon F. A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F. A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F. Here in last two bracket I have applied, here in first. Now here A upon B, C upon D, the same value as we have taken in commutative and closure property. E and upon F we will take 4 upon 9. When you will put these values in left hand side and right hand side, then here after LCM, after taking LCM you need to solve. You can show the right side where you are solving the sum, right side you can take the LCM and you can show the LCM. After that, now after putting the values in left hand side and right hand side, now after putting these values we will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can say under addition associative property satisfies. Now under subtraction we will apply here minus sign, and when you will put these values in left hand side and right hand side, you will not get left hand side is equal to right hand side. Means left hand side will not be equal to right hand side. You have to do yourself this. Means after putting the values you have to solve yourself. So we can say under subtraction associative property does not satisfy. Under multiplication, just multiply sign we need to apply. When you will put these values in left hand side and right hand side, you will get both the sides equal. So we can say under multiplication associative property satisfies. Now students, under division, here divide sign we need to apply. When you will put these values in left hand side and right hand side, left hand side will not be equal to right hand side. So under division we can say associative property does not satisfy. These calculation you can try yourself, because when I share the calculation video with you, in that I have told all the methods of calculation in addition, in subtraction, in multiplication and division. So now let's see the video third for distributive property. Students, now we will discuss video third. In video third we will discuss distributive property. Distributive property of multiplication under addition, distributive property of multiplication under subtraction. As you know, in other properties we have shown addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, but here it will be just under addition and subtraction. Other properties, if we have shown under addition, then we have applied sign of plus, subtraction minus sign, for multiplication multiply sign, and for division division sign, divide sign. Now but in this distributive property we will apply two sign together here, because this by name only it's showing distributive property of multiplication under addition. So here multiply sign, then this is addition sign. What is the meaning of distributive? Distributive means bhatna, means a upon b will be distributed with c upon d firstly, then plus sign will be outside, a upon b will be distributed with e upon f. So now here these values I have taken, here three values we have to take, three rational numbers values, a upon b 2 upon 3, c upon d 3 upon 6, e upon f 4 upon 9. The same value as we have used in associative property. When you will put these values in left hand side and right hand side, you will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. This calculation you can see from here. After taking LCM, you can show the LCM right side of the sum. After taking LCM, we have solved this question. In calculation video when I have shared with you, that time I have told you how to solve the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So now you can try yourself. You can see from here we will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. Then we can say that distributive property under addition it holds. Now distributive property of multiplication under subtraction. Now students, here just minus sign will be applied in between. When you will put these values in left hand side and right hand side, we will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can say that distributive property satisfies under subtraction also. Students, now we have done the distributive property. Fifth is additive identity and multiplicative identity. Sixth property. Additive identity is 0 and multiplicative identity is 1. Additive identity is 0. It means when we add 0 in any rational number, then we will get the same rational number. You can write here 2 upon 3. I have taken one example. 0. If we will plus 2 upon 3 in 0, we will get 2 upon 3. This is the additive identity property. With related to this property, additive inverse concept, which I have told you in first video. Additive inverse, we can say the negative of number also. Multiplicative identity is 1. It means when we will multiply a number, a rational number with 1, then we will get the same rational number. Here I have given example. You can see here. Related to multiplicative identity, I have told you multiplicative inverse concept, that in first video. Multiplicative inverse, we can say the reciprocal of number also. So students, now all the properties we have done related to these 5 videos. Now easily you can solve exercise 1.1 and 1.2. Now these 1.1 and 1.2 exercise you need to do in your fair notebook, which I have shown the color of notebook inside notebook, and you can solve now easily in your fair notebook. And worksheets you can try in rough notebook. Worksheets and video we are providing you for understanding the concept, that you can do side by side in your rough notebook, and in fair notebook you have to solve the exercises of this chapter. Now in exercise 1.1, 1.2 you can solve, but all the sums you will be able to solve. But in exercise 1.1, first sum I will let you know how to solve. That I will tell you in next video, in video 3rd. Now let's see video 3rd for first sum of exercise 1.1 class 8. Now in video 4th we will discuss first sum of exercise 1.1. Here it is given, using appropriate properties find the solution. If it is not given appropriate property, then you know it is a simple calculation. By BODMAS rule we can solve it. But if it is written appropriate property, Now you see this equation. In this multiply sign 3 by 5, multiply sign 3 by 5. Here 3 by 5 and 3 by 5. It is common, means 3 by 5, 3 by 5, it is twice. So this portion and this portion you can arrange by commutative property. You know, in commutative property we use A multiply B. So you can write here this portion, and 3 by 5 plus sign will be separate, we will write, and minus 3 by 5 will be inside, plus 5 by 2 we can write separate. Why these two portions we have written together in bracket? Because here one property we will use. Now you can see our property, distributive property, it is under subtraction. It used to be A upon B multiply C upon D minus E upon F is equal to, right hand side you can see under subtraction distributive property, you can see there we need A upon B multiply C upon D minus A upon B multiply E upon F. Then you can see here, if you will consider it A, then A will be at first, because A is the same in both bracket, and it used to write at first position. That's why A 3 upon 5 we will write at first, then minus 2 upon 3. Then again minus sign you can take out it here outside. 3 by 5 multiply A upon 1 upon 6. If you consider it A, it will be A multiply B minus A multiply C. Then it is, here you can apply distributive property. Distributive property will be, you can see the distributive property under subtraction, then which we used to write in left hand side. This is the right hand side portion of distributive property. Then in left hand side you can write it A multiply B minus C. 5 by 2 will be separate. Now just I have opened the bracket. 3 by 5, it is minus 2 by 3 minus 3 by 5, 1 by 6 plus 5 by 2. Here I have shown this is A upon B, this is C upon D, this is A upon B, it is E upon F. So that easily you can understand this is distributive property. This concept is just for understanding, no need to write. Now you can write by using distributive property of multiplication under subtraction formula you can write. Then you can write the left hand side of distributive property. It will be written as likewise 3 by 5 multiply inside portion you can solve after taking LCM. After that these two will be in multiplication, plus 5 by 2 will be separate. In multiply you can cancel out numerator and denominator. It will be minus 1 by 2. Then after taking 2 LCM you can solve it. Answer will be 2. So students, now exercise in first question, second part you can try yourself. In other questions you will not face any problem, because in all 5 videos, in all 5 parts which videos I have provided you, in that all concepts are cleared, so you can easily solve all the exercises. Now exercise 1.1, 1.2 solve in your fair notebook. Questions need to write with black pen and solution with blue pen. After solving, send it for checking to me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9728762265. Okay, thank you students.